Our next speaker is one of my Irish sisters way across the pond, Anna Rooney. Anna is welcome, Anna. Anna is an EMCC accredited executive coach, faculty member at Kingstown College, and she's got nearly 3 decades of experience. So she must have started when she was like 5 or 10 years old at this point. And we've had great conversations. I also teach at university, and we've had some great conversations about what that looks like and how we're able to impact the next generation, or people simply wanting to improve themselves. So her education crosses medical, accountancy, business. She's got an EU Leader Award. She's been recognized 2 presidents of Ireland. I mean, the CV can go on and on and on. And so her presentation today is navigating the paradox of purpose, and she's going to talk about the crucial role of effective decision making for enhanced mental health and well-being. Take it away, Anna.
Thank you, Dan. Yeah, I really remember all our conversation. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, and thank you for that introduction. I put a lot of thoughts into this and say, okay, I have 8 minutes or so to go through this. And today, listening to all of you, I can deeply resonate with every single presentation, starting from Sebastian when he talked about his son. So that would brag to my loss when I was at my, say, youth age. And from that on, hearing to everybody, and I'm saying, yeah, there is so much wealth of knowledge here. And how can I put all of that now, talking about paradox of purpose? And this topic is very meaningful to me. And it's incredibly personal, I guess, in some ways. But I feel now at this stage of my life, I want to share this with others. Not all points will relate to everybody, but there hopefully some of the points or some of the steps that I'm taking will help a lot of people in their journey to fulfillment, in their journey to improve their mental health and overall well-being. So, and before I go into my presentation, I would like to say thank you to Lee, Elaine, John, Sebastian, and Dan, and everybody who's been involved. It's been incredible so far. And it's great that I can listen to everybody, and now I can go with my own one. So I am probably, as many of you, experienced highs of achievement and lows of feeling unfulfilled, despite all the accomplishments that I have in my life on a personal and a professional level. And my journey taught me very valuable lessons. And that involves my feelings and my attitude and behavior when I had to experience bereavement of a very close person at the age of 20, when the life was looking very good, but suddenly all my achievements, which I kept going, and that's another part that I'll explain later. Education is a big part, and we had numerous conversations on this, Dan. Big part that it's not just something that I strive, because I love lifelong learning, but it's something that helped me took me out from very deep, dark places that I have experienced in my life. So when I talk about achievements, it almost was my way of being, especially in the difficult situations. So if I talk about paradox of purpose, you can find a lot of different definitions of the words and the meaning and how it all works, but I want to give you how I understand that. And to me, paradox of purpose lies in the conflict between our external achievements and our internal sense of fulfillment. And I don't think we take intentional time, or we put in time to think about this. Sometimes we in that turbulence of next goal, next goal, next goal, or this what expected, or this what we have to do because of our other commitments. And as a high achiever, I experienced that firsthand when I got to the stage that despite all my accomplishments, I experienced burnt out. From outside, everybody sees how great Anna is, how many things they're there, and she's juggling everything and she's doing well and she's looking well and she's smiling all the time. But there were times that I couldn't do that internally. And back to my story, I think Denise mentioned there about the COVID and the lockdowns and how things have changed. But I could say that even so, it was a very difficult thing for the world. And we can say a lot of people died, and I lost a lot of friends to that and family members. But it was a blessing to some extent to me and to many people, where I actually could take time off, where I actually didn't leave the house and had time to evaluate where I am, what I'm at, and how I'm going to make my decisions going forward. So I would like to share how I go about the fulfillment. And there are 7 steps. You can write them down if you wish and hope some will resonate with you. But the first one is think about your values and goals and see how you actually honoring, or are you honoring your values when you pursue that particular goal. And if I look back in my life, everything that I did with passion, with great passion. But there was something missing there because I didn't put enough emphasis in, the fulfillment, especially if the project was too long. So balancing achievement and enjoyment helped me to overcome that. So it's very crucial that my second point, when you're looking at balance and achievement and enjoyment, you actually are allocating time to activities that brings you joy and relaxation. Then we go to meaningful work. Then we go to continuous learning and personal development, which I am very passionate about. Building strong relationships. I want to stop here for a minute. Everybody talked about our connections and deep connections and meaningful connections. I will suggest build that strong connection and strong relationship with people around you. It's absolute must. Make sure that you have community who is actually supportive and your values align. That is very, very important, and it's deeply contributed to my mental health and well-being. And most of you on the screen, I can say thank you for that. And practicing gratitude. A lot of us mentioned that tonight, and I will say the same. So my last point on this is simply decide, commit, and succeed. And to finish my presentation, I'm going to go in some practical stuff. So all the points there you probably heard before, but do we actually take time and go through that and answer those questions honestly and with full transparency to ourselves? So I want to share a tool that we teach to our students in Kingstown College. And it's very close to the name that you have there, Dan, CYA. So this tool is actually CIA. Very easy to remember, 3 words only. So it's actually control, influence, and accept. So I would like you to take just 1 minute and think about the challenge you're going through and how do you apply, how to practically apply this tool. I'll give you 5 questions if you write it down, please. So what did you learn so far from this situation? What part I am in control of? Next one, what could I influence? What I have to accept? And when you answer those questions, make a decision and act it in real time, which is very crucial. So thank you very much for listening. I think I'm very close to my 8 minutes there, Dan. Maybe there's some questions, and I hope you resonated with some of the things that I said.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. So what can we control? Okay, what can we influence? What do we have control over? What can we influence? And then what do we have to accept? So beautiful. I like it. CIA. It did bring back a few shudders from my past, but anyway, that's a story for another time. So I really enjoyed that piece of it. And Anna, just on the back end of the connection, the growth that just in the time I've known you, the growth that you've had, I just want to just commend you for everything as you've really stepped into your passion. And I think that's so important because I know there's probably people on the screen. You don't have to raise your hand. There's probably people on the screen that may have been feeling stuck in the job or the relationship or the issue that they're facing. And you have so much passion, you have so much empathy with people to help them work through that. So I know that's where your heart is, and I really appreciate that. And I know everyone else does too.